Hi everyone, welcome to Wellness Weekdays with moi, Kate. Please excuse the fact that I seem to be channeling a wee bit of 90s boy band here right now. The difference is it's clean and it's not greased, but still it's quite the lockdown look. Today, the focus is going to be on grief. Seems to be quite apt at the moment in my reflections, it seems to be quite apt. Start with our mindfulness task. Sensory exercise, focus on the sense of smell. A lot of us are missing out on things that we're used to at the moment. I'm suggesting that you have a look around your house for something that you associate with positivity. I've got my little cinnamon drawer. That to me is just such a warm, lovely smell. Not for everyone. I have positive connotations with that. We need to pick something like, maybe you can brew fresh coffee, get that coffee shop feeling that perhaps you're missing out on. Maybe it's your favourite scented candle. Maybe it is, do you know what, actually thinking about this, one of my absolute favourite things that I used to love about my childhood dog Barney was that he would sometimes be standing outside sniffing the air, and that's just absolutely adored that about him. Sometimes that is actually a reassuring, grounding thing to do. Pick your scent, as it were, and spend some time just sniffing it and seeing what kind of memories, what kind of feelings it evokes within you. Hopefully, this will be something that brings you a little bit of comfort. And why am I talking about grief today? We're at the stage now, mid-coronavirus. I think we're very much at the early stages of it, but I've heard today about two people related in some way to friends, people that I work with, who have now died, and one of them has been as a direct result of the coronavirus. This is very much starting to get quite real and a lot closer to home for many of us. And you have to take stock in that. You have to give yourself a chance to acknowledge the reality of what is actually happening right now. So, I offer deepest sympathy and condolences to anyone who is experiencing this as a direct result. Or even somebody at work had said in a group chat last week that they had attended a virtual funeral of a loved one, and that in itself is quite bizarre, a bizarre concept to get to grips with. Life is really, really unusual. It's strange right now. I was walking home with my daughter tonight, and I just kept thinking, my goodness, what if things never stop feeling this way? This emptiness, this loneliness, this feeling of desolation. You could kid yourself that it's like a Sunday or something where things are generally quieter, but it's not, because the environment, there is a different vibe. There's a change in the air, if you like. The other thing that I had a really nice chat with my friend today, whose birthday it is. Hi Claire. A great chat with her, and we were talking about things that you miss in your daily routine, important things that you get used to, things that are crucial to the way your day plays out. And at the moment, for many of us, we're missing out on a lot of those things. Whether it's not having the separation from people or places within our lives. If you're finding yourself in a situation where you're having to work from home, you're missing out on that commute, whether it's a walk, a bus or a train ride or a car ride. And for many of us, that is a really, really crucial point in our day, because it is that time when we process the separation from our working life into our home life. Perhaps you like to listen to music to escape from it. Perhaps you talk to someone on the phone. Perhaps you just clear your head, or whatever it is, that time is sacred to you. So think about ways that you can actually regain that time for yourself. And I guess the last thing that I want to say is that, I don't want to make generalizations. It's hard not to, but as Brits, we can be known for, particularly the west of Scotland, not acknowledging or allowing ourselves to submit to emotion. I don't know about anybody else, but I've certainly been a lot more teary, a lot more emotional about things in the last couple of weeks, and I think this isolation, this removal from normality, is certainly having its impact on us. Goodness knows how people in prison cope with that kind of lack of control over their freedom, even minuscule little things that we take for granted. So I guess what I'm saying to you is just allow yourself to experience the emotions that you maybe are conditioned to suppress. And I'm sorry, please apologise. I accept my apologies if I'm barking up the wrong tree with this, but I've experienced people sort of saying to me, you shouldn't be feeling that way. Do you know what? You you have the right to experience emotion, whatever emotion courses through you, and don't try to deny it. I myself have been watching the Cutting It, that early noughties program in its entirety, and now that I'm on the final season, it has been entirely traumatic, and I have gripped. I have cried the whole way through every single episode. And perhaps if life wasn't like this right now, I wouldn't actually be doing that, but I am, and maybe it's a release that I need. If you need to do that through music or just allowing yourself to be in a time and a space when you can just allow yourself to feel things, and do that, because it may just help a little bit. As always, take care of yourselves and one another as best you can. Be kind. Try and keep your chin up. Thank you very much for listening.